Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a today's topic video. This one feeling kind of earthy today, so we're going to go for a little message here. Oh, by the way, before I get into this, happy Monday, guys. This is the video that I'm actually recording on Monday, even though it is for the 18th. And so this is the day where we'll mention who our weekly winner is, which is Sam Abbott. There will be a description right there in the, a link in the description box right there for Sam Abbott's storytelling. So by the way, congratulations, Sam Abbott. But then also, I have a little thank you that I added into that video for Sam Abbott for 11-8, Carol, Sierra Clark, Tina, and Angel. So if I just mentioned your name, Sam Abbott, 11-8, Carol, Sarah Clark, Tina, and Angel, just know that there is a video link that contains each one of your messages, and it'll be timestamped. So you just click on that one link, and then you can see all the different little timestamps, okay? But thank you guys so much. And then for everybody else, just know comments are on. You guys can drop the word compassion in the comments section. That gets you entered to win for next Monday's drawing. And I pick just one winner a week and do a slightly longer story for them. So this week it's Sam Abbott. And then, like I said, we had a couple of extra little thank yous too. So the big message for the 18th, prayer feather. Okay. Prayer feather. That actually looks like somebody could be seeing some messages maybe from the ancestors. Since it's feather, let's definitely go with some bright feathery energy. We have the death card sideways. I feel like we have a character in between transformation and transition in their life. This could definitely also be somebody who is remembering a loved one right now. This could be somebody who's getting messages from a loved one to help them as they are transitioning through another like part of their journey. It feels like we have, I love this death card so much because coming up from the tide pool is another version of herself. And, tide pools are always there. They're always filled with the water. Well, they're not always filled with the water, not enough to make everything blossom. The anemones and such that live in there, you don't notice them when there's not water in the tide pool. And then once the water fills back in, then we have them, blossoming almost like flowers. And I'm feeling like we have a character who perhaps is being gently encouraged to allow a transformation to happen, because this transformation is simply like something else is coming through. I almost feel like somebody has like a gift from the ancestors, and the ancestors are encouraging them, use your gift. We're still speaking through you. We're still here with you. We have a Four of Swords. It's definitely the ancestors do not want somebody to be sad right now. That's actually, it's such a lovely message. There's a deck that I was hoping to quickly find, because there's something I would like to pull from, because I feel like there is either a gift or a talent or something that our character perhaps possesses, and the ancestors are nudging them lean into that, bring up that particular skill set, or trust that you have you have talents. Is somebody like a really good interior designer? We have kitchen and bathroom. We have areas that perhaps our character is being most communicated to while they're in the kitchen or the bathroom. That's when they're getting the most messages from, and we specifically show the bathtub and looking out the window. Somebody may have a very white bathroom, or have really fantastic lighting perhaps in their bathroom. But the kitchen, tools, meal prep, I'm wondering if right now somebody is about to make a family recipe or something, and that is also a situation where they're really sensing, feeling, absorbing the messages from the ancestors. Okay, what is it that the ancestors are really trying to say? We definitely are I feel like we have death card again, sideways again. Strong Scorpio energy coming through on this. I would just say that the ancestors are here cheering a character on and saying, please don't be distressed over us on one hand. And also, please remember, not only are we always with you because you are, someone that, is a descendant of ours, you will always be part of our family lineage, family heritage, but also you have gifts and talents that you've inherited from us, whomever the ancestors are. Because I keep saying us because there's like a whole bunch of feathers here. So I would say this is a lovely message from like the soul family group that a character hails from. So that on the 18th, it could be a sad day. It could be a day where somebody's really missing, a loved one who's passed on the other side of the rainbow bridge, or it could be a day where our character is going through a transformation and they're having some memories and they're having some kind of like heavier thoughts, or maybe even they're at a moment in their life where they're like, God, I mean, things are changing in my world, and I just wish that I had some support around me. And this is like, darling, the support is here. We're with you in spirit. We're with you every time you walk into the kitchen and start cooking a meal. We're with you when you're resting in the bathtub, or, like there's something here about, I don't know if this is like a career change going on for a character. Maybe I'm picturing somebody who works in like some kind of like a home improvement center. Also, they could work, where there's like, you come in to buy a lot of lights and, bathroom fixtures and such. It could be like there's a changing role. Like, oh my God, they're making me a manager and it's freaking me out. And the ancestors are like, you're going to be great at this. Queen of Cups. This is definitely somebody who needs the support of their ancestors. They need to feel the love that is around them. Look, the ancestors are very busy. It's a bunch of dolphins. How awesome if this is like the spirit animal for this whole family is the dolphin. Dolphins are so smart, so playful, so communicative, jolly creatures, but also they mate for enjoyment and not just procreation. So the ancestors are like, I feel like this is, I don't know, like a really warm, wonderful family that is surrounding our character right now. Four of Wands, they are cheering our character on, specifically in matters of the heart. Like, don't be afraid to maybe love again. Don't be afraid to fall in love. Don't be afraid of who your heart is in love with. If this were a story about somebody who is like widowed or a widower, it could also be that particular partner that's already crossed over to the other side is sending a message to them and saying, I am delighted that you might fall in love again. I want you to be happy. I want someone to be there beside you. I'm super excited. Don't hold back. Don't force yourself to not let yourself love somebody else, in this lifetime. Please don't go through this lifetime. If I can't be beside you the whole time, I'm with you in energy form, but I want you to have somebody in the physical form too. I keep feeling though, this is more like a group of ancestors, not just one person, because we got too many dolphins here and we had too many feathers at the beginning. I just think that a character is feeling wobbly about something, feeling wobbly maybe about the concept of love and romance. Maybe we have like a love story that's blossoming. And this character's like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. I don't know if I trust this person. It feels like I'm falling in love. And that's why they're getting nervous. That could be why we keep seeing the death card. Like, I'm falling for somebody. Do I really know them well enough? God, I wish I could, have like an ancestor, someone who was a part of my family who's really good at discernment. I wish that I could have asked them, what do you think of this person? Do you think they're nice? Do you think that they would be a good match for me? You're always so good at grilling people politely, but you're not here. And I just wish that you were. If that's the message that a character is like sending out to, a family group or an ancestral group or, whatever, Mima and Pop or something, I would just say that their resounding response is, darling, we are always with you. But also, this feels not like they're giving some stamp of approval and saying, oh, this is a perfect person. No, it's just saying, this is your life to live. This is your heart to give. Maybe this is a character who's worried that they wouldn't be accepted because of who they love. We have a same-sex couple here. Maybe this is the ancestors saying, especially ancestors on the other side, when, it becomes energy flow, it's like, they might be sending out like a lot of supportive energy and saying, you love who you love. You're allowed to, your heart feels exactly the way it feels. That's wonderful. There's nothing in the world wrong with that. You're in love with somebody. That's a beautiful thing. Two consenting adults can choose whatever they wish. We have a Page of Wands. It's definitely some kind of I don't know, maybe there was even like this message from the ancestor keeps coming through because they kind of want to make sure that maybe this is more about the ancestors than it is about the descendant. Maybe the ancestors really want to say, if we were judgmental or something when we were around you, please know we're not judgmental anymore. We wish we could heal that. This is us sending our support. This is us saying we hope we didn't cause you grief, especially when it comes to your marriage, your love, your heart, the person that you want to be with. We hope that we didn't cause you grief. This almost feels like it's support, and it's like the message coming through from the ancestors who want to make sure that they convey something really beautiful. It is definitely very supportive. I really like seeing that message there. We got the Wild card in the reverse. We got the Three of Swords upright. Everything here says our character has been through a lot. They've been through heartbreak. They've been through disappointment, and they have a chance at great love. And the ancestors are just like, please don't let great love slip through your fingers. Can we go back over to the bathroom and the kitchen? Those are like important, significant places. I don't know, maybe that's where somebody is standing when this person tells them that they love them. And then it's like, oh my God, this is so scary to let myself fall in love with someone again. And it's just the ancestors surrounding saying, you know what? Being in love is a fantastic thing. We got the whole wolf pack here. When I say, what about the kitchen, the bathroom? I do feel like somebody like remodeled with like a family group or something. All I can keep saying is every ancestor or every, let's say, member of the wolf pack, ones that are here on this side of the rainbow bridge and ones that are on the other side of the rainbow bridge, all have the same like wonderful energy. There's a sense of strong community. And I feel like everybody is like happy for our character to be falling in love or saying, you follow your heart. We're backing your decisions because it's your decisions and it's your heart. So if you're happy, we're happy. It's kind of like that. I do feel like there have been like big family dinners before. There's been like a family group. Look, this is a death card again, sideways. I'm going to say this is a huge story about changing perceptions and changing levels of acceptance. I do think we had a character who felt particularly like, oh, my family will never accept this. My family will never accept that. And it caused me a lot of stress. And I think that with the death card coming out 3 times, it says everybody has changed their perceptions. People have become more open-minded. The family members, our lead character, the ancestors on the other side of the rainbow bridge, the wolf pack that's currently around us. It says everybody is changing their opinions and perspectives in a really nice way. Because I think everybody's looking at it going, why would we not always try to have the happiest life? Why don't we support each other? And if you're happy with the person that you fell in love with, that's wonderful. We want you to always be the happiest possible outcome. So if we've had rifts, especially over things like love, who you love, if there was a judgmental energy, this is like, I just want to heal it. I think everybody wants to heal stuff because it hurts to be like ostracized for our choices or told that we made the wrong decision or have highly judgmental family members and group members. This is all changing. 6 of Pentacles. Everybody wants to come back together. Maybe this is like in time for the holidays. Maybe this is just like, gosh, we just want to be not fighting each other, especially over something as important as who you love, who your heart wants to be with. I feel like this is the end of like a very judgmental, whatever was causing division. It just doesn't matter anymore. I don't want any more division. The whole family group feels the same way. They've all changed independently. I would really say that this is a chance for characters to all really heal. I could picture somebody hearing from long ago lost family members that they had arguments and fights with. And I just think it's time to bury the hatchet. Nobody wants to keep a fight going. Everybody just wants to come back into the fold. Can we please just have big family dinners again? Bring, your partner, the person that you love, they'll be warmly received by us now too. That's what the message seems like. If you're happy, we're happy. It feels really good. All right, let's get a little birthday message. And then, like I said, every week I do a winner, so you guys can just type the word compassion in the comment section. That gets you entered to win for next Monday. This Monday's winner is Sam Abbott. And then I had a little handful of additional people to do a little thank you for. There is a free link to a video right there in the description box that contains our weekly winner of Sam Abbott, and then those other 5 that I did a little thank you message for. All right, but for right now, here's the birthday message for the 18th. We have got the 7 of Wands, we've got the Queen of Swords, and we have the Magician. Fantastic. Okay, this is gorgeous. 7 of Wands is the energy of, yes, we've got some blockages, but we're finding creative solutions. So this next year of life for a character whose birthday is on the 18th could be, this is a divine inspiration card. There have been blockages, but I find solutions. With the Queen of Swords, somebody's using their intellect. But then we also have another very important, possibly Virgo or Gemini, in on the scene throughout the year. And they could be like either somebody that is helping our Queen of Swords like bounce ideas off of each other and co-create together and find resolutions for stuff. It almost feels like somebody's going to come up with like a product or create something in the next year that could be very profitable, that could be like it didn't previously exist and now it does because they brought it into existence. But it just looks really fun and really awesome. Like, okay, hang on. If something's not working, let me figure out what do I need to create in order to make something work. And we have that, the answer is being discovered. But I do feel like 2 great brains put their minds together to find solutions and then to start manifesting something. So we could have a problem get solved, and that is like a major thing that is a life-altering new path that blossoms. All because it's like I was blocked, I started to problem solve, I started to think about things, I talked about my idea to somebody else, and it was like suddenly it just caught fire. We could have somebody create a product or create a whole something out of the ether in this next year, and it could be life changing, life altering in a good way for them, for others. This just says anytime there's a problem, use it as a leverage point for what could be my solution. What could I create instead? Really awesome way to think of it. All right, you guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. All right, take care. Bye for right now.